is headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Could not make his way to the corner. Second and long here. Throws it off the RPO. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Plows his way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The ride. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the field. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the counter. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Right side, it's Moore. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
7, Rice, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. To the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on. waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board.
Ready, ready! White, 29, what? Is that hot? Down! Ready! Hut, 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 hut! Ready! Red 54! Red 20, hut! Ready! Hot, hot! Here we go! Hot, hot, hot! Ready! Blue 22! Hot, hot! Down! Ready? Hot! Ready, ready! Black, get hot! Down! Ready! Hot, 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 hot! Ready! Red 20, hot! Down. Ready! Hot, hot! Here we go! Hot, hot, hot! Ready! White 8, hot, hot! Down! Hot! Ready, ready! Red, go! Set hot! Down! Ready! Move! Hot, 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 hot! Ready! Red, white, hot! Down! Ready! Red 54! Hot, hot! Here we go! Ready! Red 18, hot, hot, hot! Ready! Blue 30, blue, hot, hot! Now, ready! Blue 85, hot! Ready, ready! Blue 22, set hot! Down, ready! Hot, 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 hot! Ready! Red 20, hot!
Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Owls offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Play fake, Williams. Right side, it's Falk. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, then it can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Pulls it and runs it again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rice.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Straight ahead, it's Ramirez. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Ramirez. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Number 98, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Ramirez. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. On play action. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Turns it upfield. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Just smothered on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Quarterback keeps it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Gives it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Owls are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Beautifully thrown ball, nice grab, good footwork, everything you want on the completion.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Run it with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation, but with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to tie it up. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off-play action. Left side is Ramirez. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. Fresh set of downs going up top. A strike downfield. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLean. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Out wide left, it's Ramirez. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, it's Ramirez. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run him again. Defense all over him.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Tries to get it himself. Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. He's past the marker. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Play action with Williams. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they...
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Williams to throw, keeping his eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd down from the gun, Williams finds his man. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within 1.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We kick things off with Boston College, taking on the number 19 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Boston College looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Back now to your game inside Rice Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads in the nick of time. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Sticks it in his belly. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Big fullback's got it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I think you got to find as many ways as possible to get this quarterback involved in your running game, whether it's designed runs or whether it's scrambles. He is just way too athletic. You've got to give this guy touches because, as you saw there, he can hurt the defense.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Rush is on. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Throwing, Williams. Big fella moving. Touchdown Owls! And that one will give them the lead.
the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Williams will pass. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The run inside. It's Ramirez.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it on the option. Enough to move the chains. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Hits inside. It's Ramirez. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. On the RPO, got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Tough run here, it's Ramirez. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Rush right in his face. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. On the move, he fires. Left side is Owens. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This time they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
From the gun on third down. On the move. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Give to the fullback. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Williams fires to the big fella. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tells the run, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Marshall. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's McClain. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They're all over it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I Absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hold on.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it in his belly. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He lets it fly. He's got it way down the field. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd and long here. They'll ride him again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Fresno State will have to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Crosses to 30. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams finds his target. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll go to the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Out wide left, it's Clark. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Option look. It's Coleman Williams. Touchdown Owls! They move on top here in the 4th.
offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive. Makes the catch and he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out wide right, it's Matthews. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Bush is ahead. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Here's Williams to throw. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Williams looking for a man. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds.
And with a clock's running down late in the ball game. Every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Throwing, Williams. Look out! The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Eighth play of the drive coming up. Williams will pass. Right down the middle. Got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to win the game. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Down. Ready. White 80. White 80. Set hard. Here we go. Go. Hut, 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 hut. Ready. Red 80. Red 80. Move. Red 20. Hot. Down. Ready. Shift. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. White. Hut, hut, hut. Down. Ready. Hut, hut. Ready. Red 54.